Welcome everyone to Star Citizen. Congratulations on making your game package purchase. When you finally download the game and you load it up for the first time, you're going to be presented with the screen. Over here, you typically have your friend list and your notifications, but this won't pop up until you create your character. Then if you look to the left, you got your area commander where you can rent out different ships with different custom loadouts and see how well they respond and how they fly to your liking. Then the persistent universe is where the MMO of Star Citizen takes place. Now, it's still in alpha testing. It is not a released game, so you have to have patience to play this game. Click it. You're going to go enter into this screen. You're going to create your character. Now, if you already created your character and you're reloading it for the second time, third time, you can go right here. Do you wish to finalize your character? I'm going to go load from profile, and I'm gonna be able to load my character from my main account or from my previous wipes, so I don't have to waste time going through each selection here. Once it loads, select male, and then you can go through, select a different styling, but I already made my character and this is who I'm sticking with. So skip this is typically bugged. I'm going to teach you how to play the game, so we're going to go ahead and hit skip tutorial. So right here, you're going to be presented with Persistent Universe. Looks beautiful. You're going to select the system. There's the Stanton system, which is trusted and true. It has a law. It protects new players. This game is not new player friendly. So, and if you are a intermediate or you think you're the hot shit around, you can go to Pyro. Pyro is a lawless system where PvP, as soon as you leave the space station or the base on the planet, you can be attacked. So be prepared to defend yourself. There are 3 different primary places of residence you can choose from in Pyro. But for this tutorial, we are going to stick with the Stanton system. There are 4 places you can choose from. New Babbage, which is my favorite. That's the one I'm going to select. Area 18, which is on Orcorp. Orison, which is on Crusader, and then Lorville, which has Hurston. I'm going to select New Babbage. That's the one I like. That's the one I play all the time. Server, doesn't matter which one you select. Best just means it's going to put you in the best performing server at the moment through these selections. Alright, so we're going to confirm our location. It's going to boot us into the game. So Star Citizen is a phenomenal game. I would recommend you tweak the settings of it. Because it will perform differently based on your PC, hardware. If you have top-of-the-line stuff, you can max out all the settings and you can play the game with no issue. If you don't have the best of the best stuff, then I recommend you lower the graphics settings a thing or two so you have the best experience possible. So now we're going to load into the game. When the music changes, that's our cue that we're loading into our apartment. Now that we loaded into our apartment, I'm going to show you how to get out of bed. If you move the mouse, you can look around. You're going to look down until you see F. You can press F to get up, or you can simply press W. Now, when you first get up, you're going to look to the left, and you're going to see the world chat. Press F12 if you don't want to see it. That gets rid of the world chat. If you look to the right here, it's going to have storage access. Star Citizen is not an open storage game where you can be anywhere and access your storage. Wherever you store your storage at will be where you can access it. So whenever you purchase anything off a Star Citizen website, any armor packs, it will come here. So this is where your primary place of residence is, where all your ship's going to be and where your inventory is going to be, unless you fly to a different station or base and you store it there. So ASDW is the typical move side to side, backwards, and forward in the game. If you notice, we're walking pretty slow. If you roll the mouse ball forward, you'll walk faster. Most doors will, when you walk up to it, it's going to ask you to press F to open it. Now we're going to walk over here to the elevators. We're going to press F again. Call the elevator. Then you're going to press and hold F because you see it's not popping up for an F. You're going to press and hold F. You're gonna go down to the lobby. Left shift and W allows you to sprint. Now you're gonna see this Cal 2 store if you started a new Babbage. If you started a new Lorville, Area 18, or Orison, you're gonna have a similar store. Very important that you come here. First things first, you want to purchase the Gray Cat multi-tool. Very important that you get one of these tools. And then you want to get the True Hold tractor beam attachment. This is going to allow you to pick up cargo. You know, whenever you take down a ship and you soft kill it, you can pull off weapons and missiles off of it and attach it to your own once you store it in the inventory. Now you want to come over here and you're going to see these drinks, right? So there's going to be hunger and there's going to be hydrogen, right? Hydration, I mean. These green and smoothie-like drinks and this purple drink will increase your liquids and your hunger, so it will get rid of both. If you just get the blue one, it's just water, so it will only replenish your hydration.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
The food up top here will only replenish your hunger. If you get any fruits like this stuff right here on these middle shelves, it will replenish both because it's food and water. So we're going to turn back around after we purchase the multi-tool and the attachment. We're going to go down to the Metro Loop. You're going to be presented with this fork. If you go to the right, it's going to take you to the Commons where you can purchase ship upgrades, more ship ammo, different guns, and more ammunition, so forth and so on. If you go to the left like we did, it's going to take us to the spaceport. This is where we're going. We're going to do 3 missions. We're going to do a mercenary mission, a bounty hunting mission, and we're going to do a cargo hauling mission. And the ship we're going to be flying is going to be the Avenger Titan. Sorry about that. So, to look at your mobility glass, every player is going to start off with 24,000 credits. So if you press F1, you're going to look down the bottom right, you're going to see your name, and you're going to see your credits. Now, I've already completed a mission in this playthrough, so that's why I'm at 5731. Well, 130. So right here, you're going to see your options. Oh, we're coming up to our stop. So press F1. Now you see your options. You have your comms. If you have any friends, this will be where they're going to be. World chat will always be right here, so you can see what anybody's complaining about. Current members online at the shard that you're currently at. Contracts is where you select new contracts. We're going to go ahead and do mercenary. We don't have... We'll do this one right here, because we don't have defend occupants. And then we're going to do hauling right here. Oh, that's barely gonna fit in our little ship, but okay. Alright. And let's see if I have any good bounty hunter missions. No.
Capsule now.
You might have to fly to Hurston for better certification for hauling and bounty hunting. So to press the elevator key right there, you just press F. to go up to the terminals, you're going to press and hold F and click terminal. Again, to run forward is going to be W left shift, and that allows you to sprint. Now you see this right here. If you ever get a crime stat, one, it will show you right here, plus the current place you're currently at. You can come here and pay it up to a crime stat 3. And then you just pay your fees, and then it wipes away the crime stat. If you die with a crime stat, you will automatically go to the rehabilitation center, and you will stay there with real time. So if you're going to be in there for 16 hours, it means 16 hours. So right here, you can summon the ship here, or at your personalized hangar. Now, if you bought a package with a ground vehicle, you go to surface access terminals, and then you can summon any land vehicles there. So we're just doing spaceship stuff right now, so we're just going to summon your ship. So we're going to walk up to the elevator, press F. And then we're going to press and hold F and go to our medium hangar. Your hangar is going to be as big as your biggest ship. So this started with free fly, so I had a Drake Corsair, which is a medium-sized ship. That's why it says I have a medium hangar. But I only have the Avenger Titan. That's the ship that I purchased.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, looks like I still get the free fly stuff, which is pretty cool. So for this, we're going to go ahead and retrieve the Avenger Titan.
Has been delivered. Please visit us again.
And if you need to get any inventory, you get it right here. So I'm pretty sure I already have everything. Yep, let me make sure my tractor beam gun is working. Yep, it's working. So let's see here. We're doing the mercenary mission first, the Foxwell Enforcement. And then where am I going? Collect quartz from Port Tesla, deliver them to New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport. So those entry cargo missions are very simple. Pays a lot, as you saw. So we're going to be able to get, 87,000 credits from doing just 2 missions. So you don't have to spend real money to get a spaceship. You can, earn the money in game. Now, it is quite more expensive in game. For instance, to buy this ship in game, it's like $2 million. So we're going to walk up to the rear of this ship until you see F. You can press F, and that loads into here. Now, if you wanted to just enter the canopy, you can walk up to here and hit F again, and you'll crawl right into the canopy up top. But we're going to enter through the back. So and then we're going to close it by pressing F. Walk up. The door should automatically open. If not, just press F. Alright. Boom. Now we're in the pilot seat. Turn your spaceship on, you're going to look in the bottom right. It typically tells you what to do. We're going to press U to turn the spaceship on, and then to turn on the thrusters, you're going to press I. Now, there are a different way you can turn it on by simply pressing F and looking down, see power off. That's the same button to toggle it on. And then engines on, which already turned them on. Open canopy to pilot. And then open exterior, which opens up all the exterior doors. And then here is your power display outlet. You can have more points and thrusters, which will regenerate the gauge quicker, your thrust gauge. Or you can have more points and shields, so your shield generator, and it will replenish your shields quicker, so forth and so on. Same thing goes. Now right here, there's 2 ways to take off. You can go to communications and click hail, or you can press left alt and N, and it will send the hangar request for you. Now while it's opening up, I want you to go to configuration. Go to gunnery, turn on all the options. And then go to HUD and turn on all these too. I recently learned this, that's why I want to make sure that y'all know it as well. Now to strafe up, you're going to press spacebar. Right? To do this in third person, you're going to press F4. And you're going to hold Z. So hold your camera in place. Because if you don't hold Z, it's going to move your ship around like this. So we're going to hold Z, hold the ship in place. We're going to continue pressing spacebar. And if you notice, our landing gear is still out. So we have to press N, and it raises the landing gear. Now we're going to use the mouse to go up until we see the space station. That's when you're going to press W. To roll left or right is E to right, Q to left. Okay. Now we're going to press and hold. Actually, no, we're going to. Okay. We are going to. We're going to switch up the missions here. We're going to do the cargo mission first. So we're going to untrack and track that just because it's already here. So we're going to jump to Port Tesla. Now I recommend you turning off the quantum drive because this ship is a quick little bird and you can and will crash into that space station and die. So we're just flying. We can press left shift to boost. And then X is going to be space brake. So now we're near Port Tesla. We're going to press Alt N. And that's going to send the hangar request. And then it's going to pin us a hangar to go to. Now, if you don't reach a hangar in a specific time frame, it will close the hangar and you have to request a new one. So right here is where we're going to be going. We're going to hold X to brake us. And it does use boost to brake. Now, if you are not comfortable flying in without your landing gear, because the landing gear will slow you down, to pull it back out, you're going to press N. Now we're coming in nice and slow. Again, you can do this in third person, like I showed you. Just press F4 and hold Z. Okay. Now we're going to press Control. And now we have landed. Now, sometimes it's already purchased for us. So we're going to check two things. We're going to go right here. And then we're going to go to our little cargo freight elevator right here. Look at that. It is already here. Now there's going to be 1 SU of cargo, and we're going to have to jimmy rig this to fit. So I'm pretty sure this ship only holds 8 SEUs of cargo space. So we're going to have to get creative here. There is a cargo grid, and you do not have to attach the ship, like the shipment to the cargo grid. Come on now. Here we go. Oh yeah, so we're gonna have to get really creative. Okay, that's perfect. We're just gonna move that back with the next piece of cargo. Come on. Now this moving boxes around is very time consuming. The other day I spent like 4 hours trying to sell a bunch of cargo I got off of bounty hunts to make a couple million. So we're gonna do that. Push you up right there. There we go. Talia. You can move this ship closer. I'm about to show you because this is getting tedious. Perfect. So we're gonna move the ship closer. Press and hold R to holster your weapon or multi-tool. Alright. So remember, when we press I to turn off engines, we're gonna press I to turn it back on. I'm gonna do this in third person. Space bar until you just off the ground like that. And then we're gonna hold Z, and we're gonna twist towards the left. Alright. Hold Z. E. Then we're gonna press D to come back. Hold Z again. Then we're going to press S to back up a little bit. Now we're close enough. We're going to press Control. Boom. Perfect parking right there. Press and hold Y to get out. Now the canopy is open. No, the canopy is not open, so we're going to have to bring out our multi-tool right here and get out. There. Alright, we're gonna have to finagle this. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna put this on the grid in front of it to lock that thing in place. go. Now, when you're loading the cargo onto the freight elevator, it has to lock in the grid, otherwise it won't go down. There are some times when the bug will let you do it, but for safety and so you don't lose your inventory, you want to make sure it's attached to the grid. Come on now, go forward. There we go. Alright, we got 4 cargo left. We got room probably for 3 more. Perfect. Now you can do 2 trips, but we're gonna do this in 1. So I'm gonna have 2 cargo left over. Right there. Alright, so theoretically, you can just go ahead and shut the door and you'll be good. So I'm gonna try to put those 2 right here. So you see how it won't fit at all? We're gonna have to get creative. Alright, that is not attached to the grid. So theoretically we can fit 1 more. But because it's not attached to the grid, we have to be careful. Alright. Now we can fit 1 more. We're gonna literally have to come back up here for 1 more SU of cargo. Had to be 11, huh? Alright, now everything's on there. Okay, let's see if the door's gonna shut and if everything's not gonna be dancing around. That just gave me an idea. Get your butt back up there. I know you saw it too. Come on, come on. So it looks like I was able to get everything stored in here. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, we got all 11 SU in here. This ship technically can only hold 8 if you did things by normal standards. We're gonna shut this. Come on now, where'd that F go? There we go. Now we're gonna take these bad boys down to New Babbage, the place we just left. Okay, so to request to take off, you're gonna press Alt-N. Turn engines back on by pressing I. Alright, press N again to raise the landing gear, see? Landing gear is risen. Alright, so you can fly back down to New Babbage, but that's going to take a while. So you're going to press and hold B. And then you're going to look down till you see... Where is it? Right there. You have to look for the Microtech, right? As soon as you jump to Microtech, you can jump to New Babbage. And then planetary bases are always going to look like this right here. The little hexagon. And now we're gonna fly towards the spaceport, which I believe, oh, right there. It's telling you to deliver shipment. You don't even have to look for it. It's gonna be right hither. Now, if you go too fast, it will put too many G's on your player. You will black out, and consequently, you can't crash and die if you're in a dogfight. So you want to be careful. So we should be close enough to request to land. Yep, we were. And it's telling us to come into the medium hangar, which is going to be that one right there. Oh, and to zoom in when you're flying, you're going to right click and hold, and that's going to zoom you in. Alright. Press off 4. Press N. And control. And these hangars are much bigger than they look. Alright. So there's our freight elevator. We're going to go ahead and line up to And with medium-sized hangars, you get 2. And large hangars, you get 2. Only hangars that you only get 1 is a small one. So now we're going to press Control to strafe down. And then we're going to press A to strafe to the... Oh. There we go. There we go. And now we land. Boom. And we're going to go ahead and open up all bays. So we're going to press F. We're going to open up exterior. And that should open up the rear. Now, even though this ship can only hold 8 SUs, we were able to fit 11. Now I want to... Okay, well, I don't know how to get out of the canopy in this thing. Alright, so we're just going to bring out our multi-tool right here. And we're going to push out the inventory. There we go. Come on now. Don't be like that. Get out. Out. There we go. Out you go. Out you go. Out you go. Out you go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See? Even though they weren't attached to the cargo grid, we did not lose a single one. Now, if they were all dancing around, doing the funny dance all the way here, you would have lost some of them. That's why I had to make sure that they sort of fit, even though they weren't attached to the cargo grid. So you just gotta be creative to solve some problems. And then to complete this lovely mission, we just gotta lower the freight elevator, and then boom, we get paid. And then we'll be doing our mercenary mission. And even though we don't have a gun, it's gonna be A-okay. Lower you there, come on. Come on. Boom. It's nice of them paying you 50K for quartz because they are not worth that. Alright, mission complete. Now we're going to lower the freight elevator. Boom. It's going to give you this screen right here saying contracted orders. Confirm. See? Objective complete. Now we got paid. Now I'm sitting at a nice, cool 100K. Right? So now we're going to go to contracts. Let's see if that mercenary one is. Security contract evaluation. That's the one I need to be taking right there. So I guess I'll do the two. You know, earn a nice little... Go to Microtech Data Center. Clear... Boom, of all hostiles, do not harm allies, do not harm non-combatants. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to go ahead and shut door. We're going to refuel and repair any damages we took on, because you saw them dancing around, we probably took some damage. This game prides itself on its realism. So you want to make sure that, you know, you're kind of obeying the regular laws. Alright, so we're going to press F1 to restock, refuel, to repair. You're going to go press F1, you're going to go to landing. Alright, we're gonna do that. Make sure everything's in processing, and it's gonna give you this little do not take off, repair is in progress. Alright, so that's all done. We're gonna press Alt N. And we're gonna get out of Dodge. Let's open exterior and close exterior. There we go. Alright, let's move the mouse until we see the space station. You really can't see it, but there it is right there. Look for the ring, right? And that's for every base on a planet and stand. Right above the ground base is the space station. Press and open B. So we're about to jump to our destination. Gonna give you this nice little jump marker here. So even though we have no guns, we're gonna be able to do this mission real easy like. We're gonna fly there, we're gonna take them out using just our laser repeaters because we have ballistics on this spaceship and we don't want to waste our ballistics on people. I'm going to show you how to change it from all weapons to just specific weapons. So if you're using a mouse, as I am now because I'm teaching you a mouse and keyboard, once it gets done jumping, you're going to leave quantum travel mode by pressing hold B. Now, your shields are coming up, you can fire away and kill people, or ships, or whatever. You're going to roll your mouse backwards. Forwards, backwards, whatever. And you see in the top right, it's changing the weapon layout. We got all weapons, guns all. We got the Omni Sky, which is the laser repeaters. They recharge after a while. So this is what we're going to use to kill the enemy combatants that are outside the little data center. And because we're going to support the staff, we're not going to get fired upon, which is great. You can take out the AAT turrets. If you take them out on a data center that belongs to the state, like to the planet, you will get a crime stat. Now, if it belongs to the Foxwell group, who are bad people, I believe, or to the Ninetales or any outlaw civilization, you will not get in trouble. So we're coming up here. The front's right here. We're gonna go to the side. And look, some people are already. And there's the enemy people we're gonna take out. Oh, they're firing at us. So that was an enemy base, I guess. I thought we were doing that one mission. So whenever you die, you're gonna go back to New Babbage. It happens to the best of us. It takes a minute. You can hear the people shoot my dead body. You get right here. Right now, it will show you where you died. Okay. Right now, you don't lose any of your inventory when you die, so which is great. I still get my med pen, my pistol, and my multi-tool. So now we're gonna go and... Oh yeah, it says exciting opportunities with Foxwell, so that's what I was doing first. Well then. Gonna look for these elevators. Wait a minute. Is both of them at that? Am I gonna complete 2 missions? Sometimes this happens. Alright. 4HJ. No, they're not the same, okay. But they're pretty freaking near. Okay. So now we're gonna run back and... Go back to the spaceport. Claim our ships. Whenever your ship dies or gets blown up, you can claim it.
Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
We got an old fogey right there. Just waiting to get to the space station. And these are obviously players. This guy has a cool hair job. And if you see his armor, you can get these armors by playing the game by killing enemy combatants. Or you can purchase them. That armor, I don't think you can purchase though. Go into the elevators. Oh, too slow. Oh, he was able to get in. So that's heavy armor he's wearing. Got like a P4 right there and a scalper sniper rifle. That sniper rifle will one-shot kill anybody, whether you do a headshot, chest shot. Now, if you're wearing light armor, maybe even medium armor. Heavy armor, it takes 2 shots. So we're gonna go ahead and claim our ship right here. This is gonna take us about like a couple minutes to get to the to our hangar. By the time we get to the hangar, we should be able to pay the expedited fee and get it instant. So we're gonna go to the elevator. To the hangar. So hopefully don't get fired upon again by the... Oh, I need to summon my ship.
Welcome to the ASOP.
Expedite. We have 48 seconds.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So these are the ships you would have gotten if you would have done the free fly. The cutter, which is a starter ship, is a good one. It has some Drake cutter. It has like a big back end for cargo. But funny enough, the Avenger Titan has more cargo space. But upon looking at the ship, you wouldn't have thought that. The Fortune is a salvage ship, so you can salvage blown up ships. This Prospector is a ship that you can go mining asteroids or rocks to get money for. The Corsair is like the Y-Wing. It has some pretty strong weapon loadout. The C1 Spirit is like a medium freight ship. You can, you know, tow cargo from one point of the galaxy to the other. And this is like the big brother. This is the $90 package. The Arrow versus the Avenger Titan. So we should be able to claim it. Retrieve. So now the ship is coming. So it looks like they give you 2 clips. So by doing the security contract evaluation, you will be able to get more security jobs on the planet. Whenever you go to a different planet, it requires you to do the evaluation again. And every time your rep goes up to the new level, you have to do the evaluations in all 3 planets again, if you want to do those at all planets. Here she comes. Good old Faithful. Well, now she's all repaired. Alright. So I guess I'm gonna land before getting out of there is gonna be interesting, because if those things are going after us, it's going to be interesting. So now that we know how to take off and do everything, we're waiting for the hangar doors to open up. So every component on this ship is customizable and upgradable. To the missiles, to the laser repeaters, to the ballistics. You can choose ballistics over laser repeaters, or you can choose all laser repeaters or all ballistics. New shield generators, new power plants, all that jazz. Everything you want to do, you can do. To fly faster, you want to press and hold B because it spools the quantum drive. Now I can fly almost 1,400 meters per second, which is really quick in miles per hour. Alright, now we're going to... Whoopsie! Alright. Someone locked onto us. Now we're flying there. Go. The Avenger Titan is a good starter ship. It is probably the best starter ship for $75 because it can do just about anything. It can fly you pretty far. It has 1.1 million for its quantum fuel. I mean, like, to get to one side of the galaxy to the other, you're going to have to make a couple stops to refuel. But for a small fighter, that's pretty good. This ship can get you pretty far in the game. Okay, so this is where I died. So we're going to have to be really strategic how we're going to come in here. Do not know why the AAT's locked onto us. So we're going to fly in with the mountains to be our cover. So I just recently upgraded to sticks, but I am flying on mouse and keyboard just to show you can do it. Alright. So this is what it tells me. It should be fine for me to fly in and just land. Maybe it fired upon me because I maybe hit the station.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
Alright. Don't know what that smashing sound was, but it was probably me coming in at a quick land. I have PTSD, you know? Let's bring out our trusty handgun. That's not our handgun. 3 is our handgun. Alright. Oh, let's turn off our engines. If we do not turn off our engines, this ship will fly away. We don't want that. Okay. Turn off engines. Now the ship won't fly away. If you ever watched my YouTube streams, you'll see that even though I've been playing this game for 3-4 years, I still make mistakes. Oh, maybe because I hit that. Oh, do I have a crime stat? Oh, I don't. Okay. So this is a good guy right here. So I guess because I fired upon them, they fired upon me. Alright, so we're going to pick up this right here. Let's see if he had any ammo on him. So, before I died, you saw how I took out, unfortunately, these guys, right? You could do that the same. We're going to do that the Foxwell one, just so you can show that, I'm just looking for ammo here. There we go. Now, I'm going to put his armor on. So, we're going to go ahead and put that on, put that on, put that on, put that on. Now we're a little bit better protected. Alright. Alright, so that's why I got fired upon when I first came here, because I shot some good guys. Oh no, these are bad guys. Alright, well the game glitched. I don't know why I got fired upon. What gun is that? Oh, that's... Oh, med pins. These heal yourself. So to bring out a med pin, you just press hold 4. Press 4, and then bring out your gun again. You press what? So 4, bring out your med pin. Boom, for your gun. Oh, this is a P8 rifle. You don't want this. I want a P4. I saw a P4 right over here. There we go. That's a P4. You don't have any more ammo? What kind of BS is this? Alright. Now let's go in here and help out the local law. Surface. So, just like that, you saw when I fired upon the police here, I got shot down. Don't do that. I thought I was firing at the bad guys, but apparently not. I pay for it with blood. Alright, C is to crouch. E and Q is to bank around corners. Alright, those are the good guys. Want to make sure they don't hit any of those guys. Or civvies. He looks like he has more ammo for me. Okay. Man, y'all are really doing your jobs. To re-pull the ammo, you just press Alt, left Alt and 1. So you're not going to reload in the middle of a gunfight. E Or, yeah, E to bang around the corner like this. And then this is a loot box. Where are all the enemy combatants? So you saw the hit markers. We're gonna come in here. So I'm at 51% health. You wanna use a med pin. The reason why I came in here is because I want that bag. So we're just gonna Talio. Stop it. I don't want the gun. I want to see what he got. Med pen, med pen. I used one, so give me that. He don't have anything in his bag. You can never have enough med pens. Left shift will store it into your inventory. Now you don't have much of an inventory just because you don't have a bag, which we're about to fix. So, come on now. They're being distracted. There we go. Yes, give me. Yes. Ah, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. There we go. Pistol. There we go. Now it shouldn't give us any more problems. We're gonna do the arm swappy view. Go there. Go there. Alright. There we go. Boom. Boom. All right. So now that we got that taken care of, we can finish our mission. So that backpack is pretty beefy. So I can hold like 150 items. Like storage space. Alright, so I took out 4. There's 20% of the hostiles remaining. You see how easy it was for me to upgrade my gear? That's a good guy, don't fire upon him. Where are all the bad guys? You gotta check the elevators. Oh, they're up there, okay. Oh, they're up there, Okay, we gotta go back up to the surface. That's where the bad guys are. Well, they do not like that dead body over there. Okay. Surface level. Alright. Oh, and I died. You gotta be careful about that because if you try to jump the gun like I did, you start back at New Babbage. So you gotta be careful. See how I lost all my inventory? That's because I died. So, gotta be careful. Everything that wasn't equipped to my person, I lost. Contracts. Track. Alright, we got 20% left of the people there. The game can be frustrating like that. Like I said, you just gotta be careful. Stay away from edges when things are moving because you can fall out, like I did, and die. Also, like I did. It's a little bit more embarrassing for me because one, I'm recording this video, and two, I've been playing the game for 4 years. Now, it typically doesn't happen that often. That was the first time it's happened to me in a long while. So our Avenger Titan's there. I'm not going to call it back. I'm just going to hop in a different ship. For you who will only have one ship, you will have to do a claim and get that ship again. But for time restraints, I'm just going to call upon a different ship and fly there. So after we get done killing the last 20%, which is, I think it's the 4 people outside, you will have 30 minutes to evacuate the premises. Otherwise, you will get a crime stat because you're trespassing. And then those AAT turns that shot me down the first time will shoot you down again. And those things are no joke. Now, typically, when you die and you spawn back in, see, I lost money. When they have to revive you, pick you up, and clone you again, typically it's 30,000 credits, but it was only 2,000 credits. So, more of the story is, don't die. So I know this is a pretty long video, but this is a comprehensive guide to get you started with Star Citizen to make those millions. Now you can make a bunch of money doing cargo. Cargo is the easiest way to make a lot of money because you're just toting around cargo, right? You're not getting harmed or anything like that. Now, depending on where you have to pick the cargo up, you might picking up at an enemy base. Like if you go to Pyro, you can, you might have to defend yourself. But 90% of the time, cargo is just picking up from point A, dropping off at point B. If that's what you want to do, that's what you can do. Now you have to be mindful of your cargo grid and your ship that you select. So I selected the Avenger Titan as my starter ship, so I can only fit 12 SU in that ship. As you saw, I fit 11, but none of it was attached to the grid. If you want to make your money by bounty hunting and doing mercenary jobs, the Avenger Titan's your boy. Because you just have to fly up real quick, land your ship, get out, clear out the base, and then haul ass out of there. Bounty hunting is you just go hunt down either different players, 2 different player ships, or NPC ships. Once you get to the higher ranking, you can start hunting players that have crime stats.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
So we're just gonna use the anvil arrow right here, retrieve,
selected.
go into my hangar. So you saw that my hangar wasn't there, so I just left that one, and then boom, there it is. So we're gonna fly down, kill those last 3 people, pick up some ammo for my gun here, and then onto Hurston to show you the bounty hunting experience. And this is a quick little ship right here. I don't think it's as quick as the Avenger Titan, or they might be the same in speed. Now this is obviously newer than the Avenger Titan. You can see. Okay, you turn all systems on. I turn on thrusters.
Aerospace. All systems online.
Alright.
Landing gear raised.
A bit of a rush here.
Shields.
Turning on the quantum travel so that I can fly faster. And we want to look for... There it is. Now we can't use quantum travel in planetary atmosphere. That's why it says disable in atmosphere. But we can fly out and it will tell us now we can. So the Avenger Titan is quicker than the Avenger Arrow. No, well, not the Avenger Arrow, the Anvil Arrow. See how I'm starting to black out? A lot of G's are hitting me. We're gonna go to the HUD configuration just because I'm used to it now. Turn everything on. Whenever you have to spawn your ship, you have to redo this. Is it annoying? Yes. But that's the life we live. So the Avenger Titan has 3 guns. This one has, it looks like 4, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure they're all 2 ballistics and 2
Quantum drive.
laser repeaters. So we're gonna book it in here. The fuck?
Shields
Alright.
online.
Just in real life, you cannot see through glass. So I was right. Two laser repeaters and 2 ballistics. Now on the Avenger Titan, it has 1 size 4 or 2 size 4s and 1 size 3. No, 1 size 4 and 2 size 3s. So there's all the bad guys right there. Alright, and there's my ship. We're gonna bring out the landing gear and we're gonna land.
Landing gear deployed.
And we're not gonna fire upon the base. As much as I just want to use the ship to kill them,
Complete.
I don't want the AATs to fuck me up, so. So I'm just gonna do this. Wait for the red marker. Okay, he's down. You can use the ship's shields to help you out. Huh. All right. Entering private property, we have 30 minutes to evacuate the premises. I typically don't like the machine guns, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find any more of my hand. Ooh, a corner rifle. Gimme. I killed another player. Alright, well I guess I will be using... To store things back in your inventory, you just simply grab, drop. I guess I will be using you, because I have no more ammo for you. Alright. See how it says you'll be trespassing in 28 minutes. So I have 600 of you. Now let's get in our Avenger Titan here. Wait, which one's mine? I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yes, sir. Alright, so we completed our first bounty, no, mercenary gig with the certification. So now we will get more mercenary jobs on Microtech. So now we're gonna go to Hurston,
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
and we're going to go to do a bounty to show you what a bounty looks like. So I'm just gonna complete
Landing gear rejected.
the hell out of here. Where is the second mercenary job I selected? Is it nearby? Let's see here. If it's close by, we'll do it. Let's do it, just because I already selected it and to get paid.
Shields offline.
Now, I don't have to jump to it. I could just fly to it in quantum travel mode. And I'll get there in a couple minutes. Or I can just fly out and jump to it. And then I'll be there instantly. Look at that. I mean, like, that's just gorgeous. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get a good shot here. Alright. So, if memory serves correctly, we should be in another protected area. But we're going to take us nice and slow here. So I do see some ships parked right up close to it, so that tells me that they shouldn't fire upon me. Yep, alright, so we're good. So they should not fire upon you as long as you do not hit one of the police that are here. Oh, look, a Constellation Taurus, my favorite ship.
Landing gear deployed.
Control. No. Is there enemies out? That Connie is not upgraded at all. Alright. You know, I'm not gonna. Let's see here. See how they're not firing at me? Because I'm not shooting the police officers here. There we go. Be very careful. Come on, die, damn it. I don't want to waste my ammo with you. There we go. He died. Oh, he got medium armor. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, now I can just land in peace. Nice and slow like, boom. Turn off I for engines, and let's get out. So, because I did not hit any of the police guys that are here, I did not get fired upon by the ground turrets, which is great. Alright. Got my trusty, handy gun. I thought she was dead. Let's see here. Don't need that ammo. Ooh, he had a nice rifle. I'm gonna take that. Does that make sense? I can store a rifle in my bag. No, it does not. but who cares? Okay, let's go over here and let's do this mission real quick and let's get out of Dodge. Okay. Okay, we're almost done with this. It's all over here. And our last 4 targets looks like it's in this elevator. Alright, so we completed the Foxwell mission. Oh look, the Ascension. That's gonna be that, give me that. Now we got some more. Ooh, some more Corner Rifle ammo. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. No, well, I can't go in there now. Alright, so now we're going to go take a fly over to Hurston to do the bounty hunting certification, and that'll be it, guys. So a couple more minutes, and we're going to complete the walkthrough I gathered for y'all. Sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to take. So as you saw, I started a route towards Hurston. How I did that is by pressing F2. F2 brings you to the interstellar map. It shows you Stanton, and if you zoom out further, it's Pyro. How you zoom in and out is with the mouse ball on your mouse. So you roll forward to zoom in, you roll backwards to zoom out. And if you want to go to any particular planet, you just click the planet and you hit route. And it tells you typically how long it's going to take you to get to said planet and how much fuel you're going to be using. And that's very important because you can run out of fuel and then you're SOL. If you look at the top left corner, you can see my fuel is going down pretty quick, but we should have enough. Well, it won't let you route it if you don't have enough fuel to get there. So hopefully it doesn't prove me wrong. It's typically make you do pit stops and so forth. So now we're just on the way to Hurston to do our bounty hunting certification. Reason why we're not doing it at New Babbage is we've already completed it over there. Just making sure the game's going to be running smoothly for this tutorial. So now we're flying over to Hurston to do the certification over there. So, overview. How to fly the ship. You press Alt-N to request to leave the hangar. You use spacebar to strafe up to leave the hangar ground. Then you press N to raise the landing gear. Then it's simply WASD to forward, backward, side to side. E is to roll to the right. Q is to roll to the left.
Fuel at 75%.
You use your mouse to control the camera of the ship to go up, down, look to the side to side. Then you press F4 to go in third person. Now, to keep your ship standing still, you're going to press and hold Z so you can look at different viewpoints of the camera. Because if you don't press and hold Z, your ship's gonna go all wonky. It's gonna start moving with the mouse. So this is what it looks like in Quantum travels. Like if you're a big fan of Stargate Atlantis or SG-1, it looks very similar to their warp hole stuff. Alright, now we're flying up on Hurston. We're going to be there momentarily. Boom. Welcome to another planet in the Stanton system. So we're going to press F1 to pull up contracts. Offers. Alright, there's no bounty hunting, so we're gonna have to get closer. Where is their space station? Right there. There's Everest Harbor. We're gonna fly to Lorville, which is the planetary base on Hurston, another primary residence area.
Quantum travel initiated.
Contracts, we're looking, there we go. Very low, where's our certification? Now we're gonna get out of the atmosphere. Where's Harvest Harbor? Right there. Everest Harbor is the space station above Lorville. Boom. Okay. So now we're here. We're gonna check contracts. You have your illegal jobs you can do, which pays you a good amount of money. And now we're going to go to bounty hunting. Okay, well, I guess the certification is not going to pop up here. The certification is essentially going to make you pay $500. You're going to find a contract like this. It's going to be very low risk, very easy. Well, very easy for me. Maybe not for you, but it's pretty easy to do. There's going to be a single-seater fighter for you to take out. So we're going to jump to them right now. So it's on Magna. So we're going to jump all the way over there. All right. Contracts. Okay, yeah. Typically, you have to do the certification on every planet, but I guess it's not making me do that. Alright, now we're coming up on the target. So when you're coming up on the target, press and hold B to leave quantum. Everything is... Your shields are loading up. You want to change to all guns. To find the target, you're going to press tab. It's going to do like a little scan of the area, the space around you, and the planetary scan, as long as you're near it. So we're going to fly forward. And then a red target will pop up once it's seen by the scanners. And I was talking to myself the entire time right there. So we're going to map the course back to Port Tesla, and that's where we're going to end the video. So now you saw completing a bounty certification. You're going to pay the fee of $500. You're going to earn 24,000 credits. You saw the entry-level cargo mission that gave us 50,000 credits. And then you saw the certification for the mercenary, where it gave us 37,000 credits. So you can make a ton of money in-game just doing the little missions here and there. The more missions you do, the more your reputation is going to go up. So if you look at our rep, Bounty Hunter Guild, we are a probationary guild member. We can only do probationary guild member missions. Microtech, we're a security trainee. Foxwell, we're a security trainee. So the more missions you do, the more money you can get per mission. And that is all required for reputation basis. I recently got the Toby eye tracker, and you can see me looking around my ship, and it's tracking my movement. So in the link in the description, I'm going to have the DPS Calculator, so you can see what loadouts can be best effective for your game style. Shows you different shield components, guns, missiles, power plants, all that stuff, and it shows you where to purchase them and how much they're going to cost. Whenever you take down an enemy ship, you can always pull off their components. Now, if it's an older ship, you can't really do that besides the guns. If it's one of the newer ships, you can literally pull out their power plants, their coolers, shield generators, everything. You can strip the entire thing, put it in the back of your ship, fly it back to a base, store it into your inventory by putting it on the freight elevator and lowering it. And then you can equip it simply going to your vehicle. So when you press F1 and you want to equip something to your vehicle, your ship has to be stored, for one. Then you're going to hit select ship, and you're going to select the ship you're going to apply those upgrades to. So for like the Avenger Titan, right, it has one size 4 gun, which is in the front, and then it has 2 size 3s on the sides. So max DPS this ship can give out is about 2,000 to 3,000 DPS, depending on the loadout you choose. I typically go for all energy-based weapons because you don't have to worry about running out of ammo. Now, ballistics are great because energy-based weapons, you have to take down the shields. They attack the shields first, and then the shields are taken down, and then you start doing damage to the ship. Ballistic weapons go right through the shields and hit the enemy ship. Now, it's more like shrapnel makes its way through the shield, and it damages enemy components. So, one of the different type of play styles can fit your fancy, but with ballistics, you have to be mindful. You do have to reload, right? You have to go to a landing pad somewhere on the planet or on a space station and reload. Okay, so if you run out of bullets with the ballistics, that's it. With laser repeaters, they're energy-based weapons, so as long as your coolers are working efficiently, you will have ammunition constantly, and you don't have to worry about where I'm at with my ammo or anything like that. So now we're looking for Port Tesla. Alright, we're going to do another mapping because I think it messed up here. Go to here. Port Tesla, OM5. So it looks like I'm going down. OM5. Maybe like a little circle in space here. Now as a planet. Where is OM5? Okay. Let's reroute this. Typically they remove... Okay, there it is. They remove all the other jump points. Sometimes when you jump to a place and it has all those jump points, you just have to cancel out the jump and reroute it.
Quantum travel complete.
And here we are to our destination. Now you can go to any station, whether it's in Pyro or Stanton.
Quantum travel.
Fly to it, request to land, store your ship, and leave the game, and you'll come back at that station.
Shields online.
Some ships let you bed log, meaning if there's a bed on the ship, you lay in the bed, you right click, and you log out. This ship, unfortunately, does not let you bed log. So we're close enough to request to land. We're going to press Alt-N. And now it's going to give us a hangar. Okay. We got our small little hangar here. And press N to bring out the landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Be very careful. You can blow your ship up still, so you want to take things slowly. And touchdown. Congratulations, you completed the walkthrough with me. Welcome to Star Citizen. Hope to see you out in the verse. We're gonna go out here. We're gonna store this ship. Okay. As soon as you store this ship, you are good to log off. And again,
Welcome
thank you for
to
watching
the
this
ASOC
guide
Vehicle
to how to
Retrieval System. Your
essentially
vehicle
fly
is
and
ready to
play
offload.
Star Citizen.
Thanks for visiting.
Hopefully see you guys around.